Hey guys, so welcome to Trading with Dan. This is our DMT and Dominator crypto update for Bitcoin and Ethereum for today, the 28th of February 2020. Straight over to the charts, the 15-minute DMT, you can see we're still in this sell trade. We won't be a buy trade activated until basically 9,000 now, which we are quite far away from at the moment. The 15-minute Dominator is normally we do trade with the auto bot, the 15-minute Dominator on the 25-minute time scale, which as you can see works out pretty well for us. But you can trade it if you are looking for entries with the trend, because obviously you will get more signals with a shorter time frame, because it's obviously moving more with the price. So you could enter whilst you're still in the downtrend. You could, when the 50-minute clicks to a buy, change to a buy, but then goes back to a sell. You can then re-enter a sell trade. So you could have entered one there, and then you could have re-entered one just here. And as you can see the efficacy of both of those signals. So whilst you're in a 15-minute downtrend in the DMT still, so we're still under the red line, and then you get the buy. You can ignore the buy, get on the sell. When we re-click back to sell, and then continue with the trend. So that would be a fantastic result. So over to the 25 minutes, you can see that did click to a buy, here, so you would have struggled to get much profit out of that. Hopefully you would have broke even if you took that trade. I wasn't taking those long trades. I did initially set the orders in to take the trade, then I got filled on some, and then I scratched the trade when I actually saw stock markets getting hammered again, because I'm looking at the more fundamental picture of, obviously crypto has been following stock markets down, so I wasn't comfortable being long, and you can see that was obviously the right decision. And we've now subsequently got into a sell trade around here based on the 25-minute Dominator. That's Bitcoin. Click over to Ethereum. Ethereum is obviously going to be pretty similar. The 15-minute, we never actually really got many buy signals in this trend apart from here. So I mean, if you're taking it, you would be able to get some profit, but again, we're more looking for taking the sell again and then re-entering the short, because we're still clearly in the downtrend. The 25-minute did also tick to a buy as well, so you could take it along there. 25-minute obviously has more weight, being a larger time frame, so the auto bot, once it's set up, once it's functioning, would have taken that trade, but again it would have had risk management, and would have either taken some profit, locked it in, had a trading take profit, or trading stop loss, so it wouldn't have lost as money on that trade because it did move in our favor first. But now we are back in a sell trade, so obviously going with the trend as well, so that does look to be a good one. Then we have the sell there, and then we had the buy here, so you can see the 25-minute Dominator does work well. The 15-minute one we potentially used to re-enter trades, and we would use this one manually, but yeah, so that's the Bitcoin and Ethereum roundup for today. What I would say is I would be careful taking long trades anyway, just obviously even with whatever signals you're getting from Bitcoin, because stock markets are getting hit severely, and there's not necessarily any real reason why this can be turned around. I don't know, like any realistic printing of money and stuff is gonna may make stocks go back up, but ultimately the underlying problem of like a global trade slowdown in disruption, supply chains, and people not going to work, not going to schools, not going, do you know what I mean? If kids aren't going to schools, they have to be looked after by the parents. If parents aren't going to work full stop because of the factories or outbreaks, they're not going to work. If things aren't being shipped, things aren't being made, I mean, it's not necessarily getting any better. The only reason that I can see this getting better world economy wise is if people just decide to ignore it and just assume, right, it's going to spread, we might as well carry on as normal, we'll deal with people when they get it, and then because they do seem pretty helpless and able to actually slow down like it once it's spreading. So that's what it seems like to me, that this basically has to play out, has to take its course, has to play out. I don't see there's really any way to stop it. I mean, yeah, you can have vaccines, but how long do they take to develop? They won't, obviously can't develop them in large enough quantities quick enough. So yeah, so I'm not too optimistic, but all that means is that I can see stock market still getting hit, Bitcoin still getting hit, because it's clearly following the stock markets. So just be careful out there, guys. So remember, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Yeah, disclaimers in the description. And then thanks for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you all guys later.